Nicholas's cheeks were all blown out and now leaking sticky cream pie. He now felt wounded and tired, so he decided to lay down on his bed to recover and get some rest after the severe pounding he took from the prison officer. But the officer got angry and just slapped him while saying, "Get up, woman. Let's go. We are moving you to your new wing right now. Once you get to your new wing you can sleep as much as you like. Now get up and pack your bags, woman." Nicholas quickly got off the bed and packed his bags because he was scared of getting slapped again. Once he was finished, they both set off on their journey to the new wing. Nicholas could hardly walk straight after the severe pounding he took from the officer, but he didn't want to get another slap, so he tried to walk as straight as possible. The walk took about 10 minutes to get to the new wing, but once they got there, Nicholas's jaw hit the floor. The officer, with a smile on his face, said, "Welcome to your new wing, woman. Welcome to the Purgatory Wing." Nicholas could hear screams and cheek-clapping sounds coming from every cell on the wing. He then looked around and could see graffiti and cream pie stains all over the walls. The entire wing also stank of jiggy, which made things even worse. Nicholas didn't like the Purgatory Wing at all and just wanted to go back to the induction wing where everything was nice and peaceful. After looking around the wing with his eyes, Nicholas noticed something else that was strange about this wing, so he asked the officer this question: "Where are all the other prison staff on this wing, because I don't see any other prison officers around?" The officer then laughed as he shouted, "Prison officers? Prison officers? You ask me where are all the other prison officers? There are no prison officers on this wing," as he laughed even harder. This wing is managed by the inmates themselves. And then out of nowhere, 2 6-foot-tall white inmates grabbed Nicholas and dragged him into one of the cells. As Nicholas was being dragged, he started shouting at the prison officer, saying, "Help me! Help me! You promised you would protect me." The guard just stood there with a massive smile on his face as he watched Nicholas get dragged into one of the cells. In the cell there was a bed and 2 handcuffs. The men then dragged Nicholas onto the bed and handcuffed his hands to the metal prison bed while laughing. Nicholas couldn't escape because he was now handcuffed to the metal bed in the cell. He shouted at the guys, saying, "Let me go. Please just let me go. Why are you doing this to me? The officer promised to protect me on this wing, so why is he letting you do this to me?" One of the guys got angry and just had enough of Nicholas talking, so he slapped him while saying, "Shut up, woman, and be quiet. You talk too much and now you are getting on my nerves." He then slapped Nicholas again and grabbed his pants and took them off. Nicholas was now terrified, so he said to the inmate, "What are you doing? Get away from me. Leave me alone." The inmate then started smiling while taking his own pants off. He then put Nicholas's feet in the air and pushed his tings inside of Nicholas. He then started to clap Nicholas's cheeks. Nicholas was on the bed on his back, screaming for his life while unable to escape. He was taking a real pounding from the inmate. His back was getting blown out as the inmate was having the time of his life. The other inmate just stood there watching everything with the biggest smile on his face. Nicholas pleaded with the inmate to stop clapping his cheeks, but the inmate just ignored him and continued to pound away for about 20 minutes until he released the biggest load of warm cream pie inside of Nicholas. After the inmate was finished, the other inmate who was watching then shouted, "It's my turn now." He then walked over and jumped on the bed. He then pushed his tongues inside of Nicholas and continued to clap his cheeks for a further 10 minutes before cream pieing Nicholas. After the inmate was finished, the prison officer walked back in the cell with a blonde wig, booty shorts, makeup and nail polish which he put on Nicholas. He then said to Nicholas, "Girl, what we did was amazing and I thank you for giving me those sweet cheeks of yours. Now you are going to earn us some money because this wing is your new home. Welcome to Purgatory. We will give you food, clothes and water so you won't have to worry about a thing. The best part of it all, you will have so much fun." Nicholas could now hear a group of men outside the cell talking to each other saying, "I'm going first." The prison officer then said to Nicholas, "Do you hear that? That's the sound of money. You are going to lay on this bed for hours each day while random inmates will walk in this cell and turn you out. This is going to make me rich. This will happen every day until you are released from prison. The best part about this is, you are going to make us prison officers richer than we already are." Nicholas, now feeling wounded from the pounding he had just taken, started to try his hardest to break free from the handcuffs, but it was just no use at all. He was handcuffed to the metal bed frame, so it was impossible to break free.